Oh, what an adventure! Get lost with Google Maps. Good morning, everyone. It's just past 9 AM. Alright, I got some work to do. I wanted to show you, first of all, I'll show you in there what I've done in there in a minute. We got the 2,500 Newton linear actuators put on the roof. They did rather a good job. They built little boxes around them so they can't get damaged in the bush. Did a very good job. And so we activate the power to them. That's them going up. Okay, it's up right to the top. We'll go in and show you. So that's the steps to get into the bed, or that's a seat and a table, and that's toilet with a lid down. Could also be another seat. And you can see how they've done there, and there's another little hole there where I can add some side LEDs on each side if I want to. You can see the wiring goes down there to the front on both sides and then comes back underneath and down here, and we can just turn that off. And that's basically how that works. It's going to be real easy. Now, what I decided to go with in here, that's my AC controller for my AC power inverter and grid. I got one of these boxes off King's. The wiring inside is pretty good, actually. I got it for 99 bucks. Alright. And I didn't like they had a voltmeter here. Okay. And so they had some useless low output USB PB or C and USB chargers in here. So all I did, because I don't want lights on all the time, so all I did was bought some red ones, and they've all got little on-off switches. That one's not very bright, but they've all got little on-off switches. And you can see they're red LEDs. Not very bright. They're good at night time. They're not going to annoy you while you're trying to sleep. That's that one off. That's that one off. That's that one off. They got little on-off switches on them. So basically, the little King's box is wired okay. All right, it's good. Everything's fused, but the voltmeter, well, who wants a volt? And they were blue and really bright, so they've all gone. That's the first thing I did, was chuck all those out. The only thing I kept was the 12-volt socket. All right, but otherwise that little box is great, and everything in here is all tucked away nice and neat. It's looking pretty good. You can see on the floor, like we've got to put some carpet or something on here, but I can still access all the bolts that hold the camper onto the tray, so it can easily be removed and go into another vehicle if anything happens to this vehicle, and it's all insured for a lot of money. if anything happens. Alright, let's go to the next step here. Okay, so you see at the back how we've got this rail, and you see the middle rail there. Okay, that's in line with the tyres. The reason that's in line with the tyres, so that's it all up there, okay, is so he built me one of these, okay, so this bit hooks on the middle rail, and this bit, it just hooks in, that locks it in, hangs it over, and that's so I can hook a pulley up. And I've got this lovely little pulley here. I don't know if you can read that. The spare wheels weigh 70 kilos, and it's 100 grade chain. Okay, it's the highest grade chain I could get. That's the lifting chain, that's this chain here, is 100 grade, and that's a German worldwide measurement. And what that talks about is the joint, the joiner of the chain, and how much weight. So this tiny little chain, it's rated at 250, but you could probably lift, not with the block but with the chain, close to 400 kilos before that started to deform. So this basically goes into the hook. I can't, it's really hard to do this one hand. So this basically just hooks in the hook, get in there like that, and then it hangs like that at the top. And I mean, look at the size of it. It's cute, isn't it? It's the smallest chain block I've seen with a continuous chain instead of a ratchet handle. It's got a continuous chain. Lovely. Okay, so let's go to the other side now. Alright, so I had this Orion charger, DC to DC converter in, and I put it in and it was working, but it doesn't charge, because I changed the AGM out and put a lithium down the bottom, a 12 volt lithium, and it didn't fully charge it. It just takes it to a certain volts and keeps it there. So I've taken that out. I'm going to have to make a few little changes up on my board up there. But basically between the two charge controllers, this side being 24 volt, that side being 12 volt, we're going to put this DC charger in, this isolated smart DC charger in. This has just arrived in the post, by the way. So this is a total different kettle of fish, because it will now take power off the solar panel as well as the 12 volt battery, and it will charge, and yeah, the solar's on, and it will now charge. The solar panel will charge a 24 volt battery, and this one will plug into that bus bar, into the 24 volt bus bar, which is just there, and go back in the middle up there. But it will properly charge the lithium battery, the 12 volt lithium battery. Big price difference between this and this, but yeah, that's it had to be changed, so we changed it. And this little thing that goes in the bottom, that's for an on-off switch. So if you wanted to put an on-off switch in here, okay, this has to be in, by the way, get plugged in down there. Okay, same as this one here, that's also for an on-off switch. what you would do is you would take this wire out, put a continuous loop wire in, and an on-off switch. Just a toggle on-off switch, and then these units will turn on and off. So will this. That's if you want to put a remote on-off switch on. I don't. When they're on all the time. All I have to do is put the right size fuses in everything, so they're all protected. All right, so that's me update. Oh yeah, and the car BMS, the battery management system for my car, I had that projector one in there. That was also only designed for AGM lead acid batteries. So I've ripped that out and I've ordered the latest projector battery management system, and when that comes and I put that in, I'll show you that. But that's got lithium settings and everything on it, and it'll also take a 300 watt solar panel, and I found the perfect solar panel that is actually, you'd think it was built for the projector BMS. The voltage is absolutely perfect. We'll talk about that in another video. And the missus has got this little fan forced oven up here. It just forces fan in. It's small. It cooks really quick, and it's got elements at the bottom, elements at the top, depending on if you're grilling or if you're baking a cake. Little fit of pizza in it. Yeah, because I got all this power, so everything in this is just going to be like this box here is going to have the pots, pans, some food for weekend camps, and a induction cooker, because I got so much power in this thing. I got 420 watt panel on the roof, and I can plug another, when I install it, another 300 watt fold out panel, which I've already got inside, into the BMS. So I mean, I got more power here than you can poke a stick at, people. Alright, so there's a video update. I'm going to get this installed.